So Thanksgiving's coming up here in the US pretty soon, and I'm debating on what I want to bring to my family's Thanksgiving. I'm the baker or the sweet treat maker in my family. So I was thinking either my family's or my mom's fudge recipe, or I'm wanting to try out a like sticky caramel recipe that I found here on YouTube actually. I kind of want to try that out. Uh, but I'll see. Who knows? Maybe I'll just make both of them. My dad can't have chocolate, um, but my mom loves the her fudge, and she doesn't make it often at all. I don't even know if we've made it this past year for holidays. The only thing it couldn't be a secret because she has the recipe. For my birthday, I um, ordered a new chart and a kit. The chart was from Thread Geeks, and I was able to download that as a PDF. But I wanted to get the kit, and they don't ship their kits to the US, but a company that they work with, Charting Creations, um, I believe they're based in Canada, uh, will kit up one of their charts for you. So I got that as one of birthday gifts, and I'm still waiting on it. I'm hoping it gets here before Christmas time. I know they've had a lot of delays just because so many orders and then shipping delays because of COVID and things. But I'm really excited for it to be here. I'm getting a little impatient, I guess. But when I get it, I hope I can be patient enough to open it up here and do a video on camera and show you guys, because it'll be my first kit from them. That should be fun. I was gonna try to be good and just have it as my new start for 2022, but something tells me I'm gonna start it right away. Carol, do you use Pattern Keeper with your pain-free charts? I only ask because I've seen some things on Facebook with the new update that some of the pain-free charts aren't working in Pattern Keeper. I'm hoping that it's been fixed since the update's been released, but I was just curious because I haven't gotten into those charts. Can't believe it's already kind of time to start planning stuff for next year. The all the stitchy stuff, and everyone's deciding if they're gonna do no new starts or is it 21 whips in 2021. I I haven't decided yet. I know I will not do the no new starts. I already have plans for new starts for the new year, so that won't be happening. Maybe I'll do something of the once I finish one, I can start one. But a lot of my projects are fairly good size, so I don't know if that'll be possible to do that because I have starts that I would like to do for gifts, so they will have to be started. I'm kind of thinking of trying to get a little schedule here going on YouTube. Thinking of Wednesdays doing my lives. I'm still not set on an exact time, but hopefully the day will be enough of setting. Wednesdays I go live, and it will be later in the day. And on Fridays, I know it wasn't a huge hit of doing diamond paintings, the diamond painting video I put up, but I'm thinking about doing that every Friday because I enjoy it and I like doing it. So figure one day a week you can either watch it or you don't have to. And then a couple, haven't decided on days yet for when I'll do my stitch with me's. Thinking at least twice a week and maybe a third one if I get the chance to record a third one. But maybe something like Monday, Thursday, Saturday, or something along those lines. Let me know what y'all think. I've worked a bit more on my crochet scarf pattern that I'm designing. I believe I'm about halfway through the design. Still really pushing for trying to get that done and released by the 1st of December, which will be up on my Ravelry shop, Woolly Nights Designs. I'm having a lot of fun designing. I always really loved crocheting and knitting, and I guess kind of designing was the next step. And who knows, maybe once I get a little more experienced in cross stitch, maybe I'll make a cross stitch pattern or two. I love the crafts, and it's just relaxing to me, and just enjoy it. Which that's what we're supposed to do, right? Enjoy our craft. I was always real self-conscious as a teenager because I did crochet and knit as a teenager, and that's just not something that was a thing to do as a teenager. That's what older people did. But I learned crochet from my granny when I was probably 5 or 6, and then I taught myself how to knit when I was probably about 10. One summer at my granny's house, I found a book and I just started trying. And it took me a few tries to learn how to knit, but I've made all of my nieces and nephews a blanket, a crocheted blanket when they were born, or a year after. So finally, really got into knitting when uh, I was in high school, and I'd finally let a friend of mine, or showed a friend of mine, some of the stuff that I did and that I knitted. And I knitted her a pillowcase, and I believe she still has it to this day. But after that, I wasn't so self-conscious that, this wasn't just for older people. I could do it too and not be ashamed of it. When I do get people that naysayers of, why do you do that? You're so young. I'm like, well, I'm just preparing. I'm preparing for my golden years. But it's just something that I've always enjoyed doing, and it comes fairly easy to me as well. So that doesn't hurt. And I'm not an extremely like extroverted person. I'm very introverted, unless you get to know me. But I'm a very introverted person, and I'm not one to just go out and socialize with a large crowd or anything like that. I'd rather be at home stitching, crocheting, knitting, diamond painting, watching a movie with friends. On my Magic Castle piece, I have started up the back stitching on it, and it's a chore. I left all of it till the very end because it was my first piece and I had no idea, uh, not really knowing, how to do backstitch, or that leaving it all to the end is a major no. But it'll get done a little bit at a time. I'm almost done with my 5,000 stitches on Disney Halloween chart, which is what I wanted to complete for this month, which on that piece is just a complete row across the whole top. And I calculated it out that if I just do 5,000 stitches a month on it, I will only be halfway done by next Halloween. So I'm either gonna have to change that amount or be okay with that it won't be done for at least 2 years. Which I really wanted to get it done in a year. So I will probably wind up changing the amount that I'm stitching per month on it. But I also just got hired at a job yesterday. So I'm gonna say that it's gonna affect my stitching amount, but hopefully I'll still be able to get some good work on all my stitching and still make videos for you guys, and because I really like doing that, talking to you guys and making videos. It's fun for me. I was just stitching and talking and not marking off my pattern. So now I've got to find where I am. Six. Really got to find a better setup, guys. 'Cause my back starts to hurt. Ah, there we go. That drawer. No, dog. Sorry, my dog's wanting to go out. No, ma'am. Hoping, maybe, possibly asking my dad if maybe he can make me a clamp, desk clamp for my scroll frames. See if it would be more comfortable, because it's a contraption in here, guys, with all the cameras and lights and my stand. But it's the only way I can do it live, so it works. I can barely see. Let me adjust my camera here. I think we're barely gonna make it. I don't have to move my fabric. Yikes. Oh no. Oh no. Did it again, guys. I do not know how many projects I will do 2/2. Because me going over two strands, for some reason, it is difficult for me. I don't know if it's because this isn't what I'm used to doing, or that I haven't done it enough. I haven't had enough practice on it, or what, but it drives me batty, guys. But I know it will be worth it because of all the quarter stitches in here, 3/4 stitches that are supposed to be in this pattern. So I won't have to be piercing Ada, because I do have some projects that are on 14 count and I'm having to pierce the Ada, and it is a pain. But we will see. But I am really loving this color. I'm not I'm not a big brown colored fabric girl. I really more like white and grays and stuff. but I'm really liking it for this design. It kind of gives me a vintage feel, a vintage Christmas feel, and I'm really liking that. And this was the color was it was tea dyed. Is what the color was. I'm really liking it. Kind of looks like burlap to me. That's why it looks like burlap. And to me, burlap just screams Christmas. Excuse my dog. She's seems to be coughing up a fur ball. I didn't get a dog, guys. I got a cat. She sits up on the top of my couch and looks out the window all day. She has a little indent in one of the cushions, and that's what she does. She loves to be petted on her head, like stroked like a cat. She loves that. Uh, but I've always said I got a cat, not a dog, because just the way she sits up on that couch and just watches just reminds me of a cat. And she's a small dog. She's a well, she's a mutt, but she looks like a long-legged chihuahua. And love her to death. She's my fur baby. Don't know what I'd do without her, but she cracks me up. She is the daughter of my sister's dog and looks nothing like her mama. Her mama's a fur ball, short legs, small dog, but short legs, fur ball, and then my dog, Dottie, she's long-legged, short-haired. The one thing about them, they do have the same snout. That's the one thing that they have similar. Do not mess with that. No, no, ma'am, we're not going. Sorry, guys. I took her out right before the stream, and she's still begging to go outside. Though last night, she did the funniest thing. When she wants a treat, she'll beg to go outside, and we'll go out. She'll go touch the grass and come back in. She's real funny about that. But last night, she faked me out. She went out there, squatted, did nothing, and came back in. I thought it was absolutely hilarious. She she's so smart. Tries to fake me out. I couldn't help but laugh. Oh, we're gonna be playing thread chicken. Need one more stitch. Ooh, we made it. White is done for that, for this stripe. I wasn't even supposed to do that stitch. What would I do? That's simple enough to take out. I'll have to run that thread under some stitches in the back later. I'll do the same to that one later too. Well, we got that stripe done. I didn't think I'd get that done tonight. Oh my gosh! Why did my stream cut off?